DIY decor that will impress friends, neighbors, and trick-or-treaters who come to your doors. Stemistry is part flower shop, part coffee shop. You pick out the flowers, pay by the stem, take home your bouquet. You can also pick out a pre-made bouquet made by a pro. Owner Dylan Capshaw is here to tell us how. And Dylan, I saw your name, Dylan Capshaw. I know that name. Why do I think you had a wallaby? We interviewed with each other. How long ago? During the pandemic, was it?
Yeah, it was years ago. And I'd worked, I think, with you a little bit before that as well, through a different rescue I had going on. So 4 or 5 years ago. It's really cool.
So a wildlife rescue is what you were doing?
Yeah, at a wildlife rescue, our first interview. Our second, I was 3D printing masks during COVID.
All right, I remember you. And now you have not one, but two.
It's our third.
3? Where's
yes,
the third
we
one?
just opened our third on McDowell.
Okay, so let's run. Where was the first one?
So the first one was on Scottsdale, it's Villa and 90th Street. Our second one's downtown Phoenix and Heritage Square. And
okay, so I have to tell you about this one because our 3 TV crew, our 3 p.m. crew went on a ghost tour. They took us right by Stemistry.
That's so cool.
Because you're right there in Heritage Square.
Right in the park.
And then the newest one is where?
It's right on McDowell and Scottsdale Road.
Oh,
so it's in a brand new apartment complex.
So you've opened 3 of these floral boutiques.
Yes.
Since when?
I opened my first when I was a sophomore in high school, so I was 16. So we've been 3 years. We've been doing one a year.
Man. So he's an entrepreneur ever since maybe you were 10. We'll say 10, just for fun. How are we making this pumpkin? This is great what you've done here.
Yeah,
what are we doing? And why flowers for you?
Yeah, so the animals, funny enough, they all ate exotic plants, and all those plants produce flowers, and the flowers were toxic. So I started cutting those flowers and selling them online during COVID, and I love coffee, and I thought, you know what, I did it for 2 years. I raised enough capital to start something cool, and I created Stemistry. It's half a coffee shop, half a flower shop, all in one.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, he's inspirational, everybody. Let's learn how to do this.
Let's do it.
So I see what you've done here.
Yes.
You've got one of these molded squares.
Yeah, it's that floral foam, which is right next to you. It's just soaked, so people could buy that at any craft store.
Okay.
And then we just took a live pumpkin and we hollowed it out. We cut off the top, and we actually put the top on a little, that's like a floral stake, but you could use a skewer at home, even a toothpick.
Are we using this in another way?
So, yeah, so we could just, we use this floral pick, but we just stuck it in there, and it looks nice if you kind of stick it in the foam, and then it looks like the pumpkin's just opened, and then the foam is super malleable, so you can stick flowers in there, and as long as you keep the foam wet, it'll keep the flowers healthy for up to a week, 2 weeks, if you keep it out of direct light. And then just like you're doing, you can kind of stick it in, make it look as big as you want. You can get the flowers at Stemistry. We sell all of our flowers a la carte by the stem, but you could also go to any grocery store or florist and pick up the flowers yourself to build one at home.
Okay, a la carte by the stem. What are your favorite flowers right now?
So, I mean, we're working with a lot of fall colors here. I love fall flowers. Fall is my favorite season by far. So we have the little pumpkin branches you've probably seen at the grocery stores, which have those little pumpkins on them. We're working now with tulips. We have carnations. So, I mean, these are all my favorite. But yeah, at Stemistry, we have a build your own bouquet bar, which is why they're all by the stem. So people could come in and build an arrangement just like this, make it as big, as small as they like, and they only pay for what they take.
I want to take a look around some of these arrangements. I'm going to come around the front just so I can see.
Yeah.
Walk me through. What's this one right here? How much does this run right here?
So that one's $59.99 at our store. The cool thing about that is you get the ceramic pumpkin vase. That'll last forever, whereas these pumpkins will go bad eventually. That one's actually for breast cancer awareness. We used a lot of pink colors in there rather than the fall ones. And we have these little mini accent pieces as well. So that's just a little dog for the holidays that we filled with some fresh flowers. We even sell these cinnamon brooms at our stores. These are just twig brooms scented with cinnamon, and people can come in and tie some dried flower stems or fresh flowers into them and check those out.
Tell me about the coffee.
Yeah, so we have a full coffee bar. I have a lot of fun with our coffee drinks. I love coffee. We have rose lattes, lavender lattes. We try to fuse the flowers into the world of coffee. So we call it our latte lab, all very unique drinks. So technically we're a coffee lab flower bar.
So I think when I was your age, I was driving my little Mustang convertible down Mill Avenue, doing nothing really business-wise. Are you having fun outside of work?
I am, yeah. I just started ASU. I rushed to fraternity. I get to go and have that fun social life as well, but then I get to come to work during the day when I'm not in classes or should be in class and get to have that fun time getting
and you can hire your friends, too.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Dylan, great to see you again.
Yeah, you as well.
I'll look forward to continuing to follow your story.